I'm a Steelers fan, so I loved him for that. But he's also Ohio native. Akron be producing. That's obviously LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Now, you didn't know LeBron personally.
No.
In Akron, but you're a little older. Did you have any?
Yeah. You heard about him
Really?
in high school, all the way starting at his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that he was going to be a great player.
I have a story. I remember I was writing for the New York Times. This is LeBron's in 7th grade, and I knew somebody in his inner circle because I had covered the Cavaliers in Ohio. And this guy calls me and he says, "Yo, we got the next guy, the next Jordan." And I'm thinking,
grade.
yeah, and I'm like, come on, man, from Akron, really, and he said it's LeBron James, and obviously it turned out to be the case. But look, it's great to have you here. You were here yesterday. Look, the world of TV, it's crazy. And you made some news with talking about, Bill Belichick was a better coach than Mike Tomlin. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
I was asked a question on my honest opinion, and that's my honest opinion. I gave my reasoning for that, and, I still feel the same way.
And don't you feel like athletes can't win, James? I mean, if you say your honest opinion, they're going to rip you for it.
Well, you gotta realize something. It's especially the fans. They can't see past that because you're supposed to be loyal to me, loyal to that organization. And it comes a point in time where you just got to be honest. And I'm at that point in time where I'm not stuck to a loyalty to anything. I'm a Steeler for life. That's no question about it. But that's an honest answer to a question.
You mentioned the word loyalty. We just saw in the NBA the DeMar DeRozan situation. We saw Kevin Durant a couple of years ago leaving. I mean, does loyalty exist anymore in sports?
Loyalty doesn't exist in sports to me. This is my personal opinion because it's a business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're trying to do what's best for your business, and it's an athlete that is the person that you're dealing with. So at whatever point in time it comes that you're no longer doing exactly what it is that they want to do, now you're expendable. So when you say family to me, yeah, it can be like family, but the true family is the guys that you played that game with, that you built a bond with. Guys that, I still communicate with, Ike, Troy, Kizo, that's my brothers. That's my family. I have a, connection to the Steelers because they did a lot for me. I'm very thankful for the Rooneys and the Steelers for giving me the opportunity that I had and making me able to take care of my family the way that I do. But when it comes down to it, guys need to realize, it's a business. They're going to make a business decision. They're not going to be so loyal to you that they take a loss.
Well, I don't think loyalty ever existed in sports. And it was just a lopsided relationship where the teams didn't have to be loyal to the players, or in NFL, the players couldn't move and things like that. Mm-hmm. Now, especially in the NBA, you've seen players take their destiny into their own hands. LeBron James kind of started it. Now a lot of guys are doing it. So now you're seeing on both sides there's no loyalty. It used to just be on the owner's side there's no loyalty. So now you had talked about ways the Steelers could improve, be more disciplined. And I thought, last year against the Patriots, remember at the end of the game with the not spiking the ball, I thought that we all saw evidence of them getting needing to be more disciplined. Do you think those are things they can implement? That they, realistically,
discipline is something that starts, from the top, and it starts from the top down, and you make a set of rules, you stick to those rules, and you go with it.
Now let me ask you this, because I never played at a professional level, but even in college. Once a coach is a certain way, he kind of is who he is.
True.
Can a coach, though, who hasn't been a disciplinarian, whoever it is, decide to all of a sudden change things? Will that work, or a guy's going to look funny at that?
I think if you're a player for that coach, you're going to look funny at that because you've been doing things a certain way. But if that way isn't getting you the ultimate results that you want, then maybe something needs to change. That's like everyone's saying, "Oh, Belichick's too hard on guys. He's this, he's that." Well, what he's doing is working. It's not the Patriot way unless they're winning. If they weren't winning, he wouldn't be there. It would no longer be the Patriot way. It's winning. That's it.
What you see in your short time? I know it was a brief time in New England. Did you see anything that just stunned you? that shocked you? Like, man, I didn't know it was like this.
No, nothing stunned me. What really shocked me is like all the stories of all the friction between the coach and this player, or the coach, and I didn't see it.
At all.
At all. It was like made up stories to bring them guys closer together.
So you think that
I came in looking like, oh yeah, I'm about to see. Yeah, they got some ish
This
going on here
TB12
too.
trainer, all that stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, in and out. I see him in and out. It's like,
oh, he was still up in there.
I seen it was nothing. Like he walk in and out.
So when you say made up stories, do you actually think maybe somebody within the organization, they leaked this stuff?
Oh, I don't know about that, but
Okay.
I'm doing conspiracy theories right there. But all it does is bring those guys closer together.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's still talking about that. Yeah. Like Belichick and Brady, whether there's tension there or not, I don't think it's going to hurt them on the football field.
Yeah, I can't say that I saw it, to be honest with you.
Hey, James, you had a career that kind of spanned pre-social media and also in social media at the end. You're obviously an Instagram star. You got a great page there. I got to ask, how have you seen social media impact players? We've seen it, whether it's a Steelers locker room, Patriots locker room, all around the league. It feels like there's a bit of a shift toward players are becoming more, maybe a little more selfish and brand promotional as opposed to what they were, pre-social media.
Like you said, right now you got a lot of social media, and guys are trying to, use football as a platform to get things ready for when they're done, and get their own media outlet, so to speak, and get their own things going before it's done.
What can that do to a locker room, though, when you see certain guys pushing it, other guys not doing it, the coaches maybe not loving it?
It doesn't matter if you allow it. If the coaches allow it, then they allow it. If it's something that's out of bounds and the coach corrects it, he corrects it. Like in New England, it was like no social media in the locker room, in the facility, so on and so forth. So that's the way they did things. In other places it's different. You can do your videos in your locker room. We did videos in the Steelers locker room. I don't find an issue with it. It's only when it becomes like you're getting into an area that, maybe you shouldn't have put that out there.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.